This is Carl from National RV Detroit, and I'm going to show you through this 2020 Salem Cruise Light model 261BHXL. Okay, I'm here on the door side of the trailer walking towards the rear. Alrighty, you have, first of all, you have scissor type stabilizer jacks. Of course, they work with a crank, or this one is supplied with a fitting that a hex, a 3/4 inch hex that fits into a drill. Okay. Now this has a slightly different feature. It's called a strong arm. There's one on each jack. One thing you have to remember: this tightens and loosens it, right? So you keep it loose, except when you're putting it down, and you get it all stabilized like you want it. Then you can tighten that T-handle up, and it'll help you with the forward and rearward motion to make it even more stable. But then to bring it back up, you want to loosen that T-handle. So you only tighten it up when you're down in stabilizing position, all right? And there's one of those on each corner. You get a refrigerator, works on 110 AC. There's no switch for it, so as soon as you plug in the trailer, it turns on. You have a sprayer port here, right, with a quick connect, and the sprayer is right here, as you can see it. All right. Also, your griddle has to be plugged in. So if you look back there, there's a male fitting. This is your hose here. Here, let me get this apart here real quick here. So this fitting would go on the back of your grill. You just pull it down and let it loose to connect it. This male fitting goes under the trailer to the quick connect under the trailer, which is, let's see if we can find a darn thing, which is probably in the back corner. I'm hoping I'm running out of places to look, so it's got to be close. Let's see. Aha, yes, right here below the bumper. So let me see if I can get the camera on it so you can see it. Kind of hard for me to see, but yes, that's it right there. Okay, and that does have a valve on it, so you want to turn the valve parallel with the fitting itself to turn it on. All right. Okay, so you have power there. Obviously you have a power awning with a LED light strip. You have outside speakers. Your stairs flip right into the trailer and flip down. They're very stable. Keep in mind, if you're on uneven terrain, you can, let me get over here where the sun's not glaring. Maybe this will be better. You have this, you can pull this pin right here, and you can adjust the legs up and down for the terrain, so you can make it stable. All right. All right, so that is the attachment for a drill that I told you about for the stabilizers. That little crank there is in case the tongue jack fails. There's a cap on top of the power tongue jack. You can unscrew it and put that crank on it and crank it manually if you have to. This device here is for the awning. If it happens to fail or give you a problem, that's something you'll have to read the directions while you're putting it in. It's not easy to explain. It's better just to do it. All right, and over there you can see that's your hitch, which we'll set up for you and show you how it works when you get here. All right. This is just if you buy a solar panel to charge the battery, this is a Furrion here, and that's just a port to plug it in. Just to charge the battery, it won't run the trailer. You got two 20-pound tanks. This is an automatic changeover LP regulator, so it'll draw the door side tank down, then the off door side, and back and forth. You have a deep cycle marine battery right here, plus you have a kill switch for the battery right there. Right now the battery's on. You're always going to have it on unless you put it in storage. But when you're using it, when you're pulling the trailer, when you're plugged in at the campsites, your tow vehicle will charge the battery, the power converter will charge the battery, so you always want it on, except when you put it into storage. Okay. That's just a vent for your furnace. Okay, so you have two ways to get water to the trailer. This is the most common. It's the city water connection. So you're just going to screw your hose onto here, turn on the tap, and your trailer is pressurized, ready to go. Now I do recommend you get a water regulator. It screws in line here between this fitting and the hose, and it just regulates the pressure so it doesn't build to send too much pressure and damage the plumbing. Now, if you're at a campsite that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can fill your onboard water tank right here. Like older state parks will have a fill station when you get inside the park, but they don't have any plumbing on the campsite. Some of the forests and even more rustic campsites won't have a fill station, so you'd have to plan ahead. But the bottom line is, even if you don't have city water, you can fill your tank and pump your own water and everything. All the plumbing works just like it normally would. There's a 12-volt electric pump inside that I'll show you that you can use to pump your water. This is your power cord here. It's 20 feet, 5 feet long, 30 amp. It just pulls out. Okay. These are your dump valves here. Okay, so let me get down here. These are low point drains. This just has to do with winterizing. All right. Now, when you're about to dump your tanks, you're going to put the hose on here. You're going to put the other end into the dump station. Then you're going to dump the black tank first. Now, I don't know if there's any water here because they've water tested it. So let's just see a little bit. So you'll dump the black first. The black is toilet water and waste, right? So after you've dumped that, you're going to dump the gray. And the gray is sink and shower water. So obviously you dump the gray second because it's cleaner water than the black and it helps wash out the hose. But then you leave your black tank valve open, and then you can bring the hose from the dump station back here and screw it right onto here. And this is your black tank flush. So you just screw it on there and turn on the pressure, and it'll spray the inside of your tank and clean it out. You just always want to remember, like it says on this sticker here, you always want to have the black tank valve open before you turn the water on. All right? Okay, this is just your water heater. This one works on gas. So the switch operator is inside.
I'll get it. Can I just follow you? This is the customer.
Okay, I'm going in the trailer. This is your. This is. I'll be done in just 1 second, okay? You can look around and everything. I just want to finish this up. So go ahead and check everything out. Okay, so this is for your power awning. So you're gonna send it out just like this. You just roll it out so you can see the awning tube. All right. This is how you check your tank levels. Your battery is charged. Your fresh water is empty. Your black tank is empty. Your gray tank is empty or has a third in it. We'll empty that out for you. We're still water testing. So it graduates up in 1/3 increments, and once you get past 2/3, you want to think about dumping your tanks. Okay. All right. So the range, you just spark it to light it. So I don't know if it doesn't sound like the gas is on, but let me see. No, it's off right now. But you will just spark it, and it'll light. It's that simple. The oven is a little different. You have to use a lighter on it. So what you would do is you go to pilot and depress it, hold it in. Then you're going to take a grill lighter, and all the way to the bottom in the back there is a pilot light. You light the pilot light, and still holding this in for another 10 seconds after it lights to heat it up. Then you go to operating temperature, and it'll run like a regular oven. When you shut it off, though, obviously the oven goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you'll have to relight it each time you use the oven. Okay, so this is your power converter. It converts 110 AC down to 12 volt DC. It also charges your battery. Okay. This is the thermostat for your furnace. The controls for your air conditioner are right there. And this is your bathroom. The thing to know about the toilet is you can't use it dry. So you want to always, whenever you hook up the fresh water, you're going to come in here, and if your black tank is empty, you're going to put some chemical in there and about a gallon of water. You just step on the pedal and hold it till it fills about a gallon of water in there. It's ready to be used. But the bottom line is you don't run it without water or chemical. Okay? All right. So I think that pretty much covers it. Your radio, you can stream off this USB port here. You can hook up with Bluetooth to play your music on your phone or tablet. You got 2 zones, 1 and 2 inside and outside. So it does everything you need to camp, okay? So that's about it. Can I let me look around. Oh yes, one more thing. The refrigerator is a 12-volt compressor refrigerator, so it'll run off your battery when you're towing it, and it'll run off the power converter when you're plugged into the campsite, okay? All right, so I want to thank you very much for purchasing your trailer at National RV Detroit, and thank you so much.